Well, hello. Back on to take two. So, my app that I've been working on for the past couple weeks, it's called Brighten Lightmap of Service. It's actually an app that my brother and I made in the past and we have on the App Store. I've just been wanting to port it to Android since we made it. Basically, what the premise of the app is that you say, oh, I did one of these things of service. I had lunch with someone new, donated to a charity, cleaned a family member's room, as I fix it during my video recording, etc. And after you post that you did something like that, your phone will take your GPS location and plug it in and put a little beacon of light on the globe. This was because of the Light the World initiative by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We wanted to see the world get lit up. So you can see things like this person in Arkansas wrote a kind text to someone. This person in Texas invited someone to come to church with them. Got some people in Arizona, they attended an event to support someone that they know. Basically, it's just to help you see that you're not alone and see all of the good things happening in the world. Just a couple other things. I don't have it all put together. This will be like the About page. This is going to be this list over here. This is going to appear here, and you're going to click it, and then that's where it's going to get your data and post a little beacon of light. So currently I've got it reading from a database. Right here we've got Firebase database storing all the information. That was a lot of fun to get set up. I just loop through the entire database information, find the latitude, the longitude, and the messages, and I put it into these variables and use those variables to then declare each beacon of light. Here is the fun stuff. I was having some issues trying to get my little light to shine on the map, but got it all figured out through some help from some other people. So that was a lot of fun. This was the majority of what I did. A lot of it was just trying to figure out how to get the map to draw and then how to post data on the map. It's really interesting learning how to use all of the navigation things. And here you just have all these little fancy arrows, and when you select one of the arrows, you give it a destination and an ID. And using those IDs, you can go in here and you'd use the action first fragment to second fragment. So whenever they click the button 1 or button 2 or the floating action button, I guess that's what it is. That's what Android Studio told me it was. And when you click it, it uses a listener and does the action. Couple other things that I worked on is messed around with things like this. It's actually kind of fancy. It gives you just the design page where you can look at it, though I feel like the design page is kind of weak on its own. You can't do too much. Split page shows you the code and this design. And then this is where all the fun stuff happens. You can name the button. You can do the constraints. As you can tell from this beautiful design, I don't know what I'm doing yet with the constraints. It doesn't look great. It looks even worse in the actual app, so that's something that I'm planning on learning how to do more, and it'll be pretty good. I'm trying to think if there's anything else absolutely necessary. Yeah, this is cool, just so you know. If it says V24 next to your PNG, don't use it. Delete it and put a new one in. I don't know why it breaks it, but it does. That's just about everything. Honestly, most of this was just a template from Android Studio, and you just kind of plug and drag and drop, and even this was a template. I just had to get the SDK, and I had to get like the get a token and things like that. I'm not going to show you the token because you can't have my Google Maps token. But that's just about it. I don't think there's anything else vital to tell you. Thanks for listening. Sure, it was a lot of fun. Adios.